They've been dealt one of their toughest matchups early in the season, but there is hope. One of their coaches has found what they think is a key weakness. The decision now, how exactly to exploit it.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Today, an NFC battle in store for us between the New York Giants and the Detroit Lions. On the Giants sideline, a look at their head coach. These guys are only 2-4 over the last 6 weeks. Along the opposing sideline, head coach of the Lions, Dan Campbell. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Glad to have you with us, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward on the call. That is punter Jack Fox with the honors here. And we're off on EA Sports. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. 1 pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. And neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Dart starting with a pass here. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
It's Tracy on second down. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Dart. And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A give to Tracy up the middle. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. The throw left side, caught by Neighbors. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, or he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third down, Tracy gets it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. And after this play, there's a Lion out there who got the worst of it. He's in some discomfort as they head out to check on him. They pass on that long field goal. Would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. Go. It's Tracy. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action, Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is a heater going deep. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. Third down coming up.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Throw here, third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, now run with Montgomery. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action here with Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Goff on third. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Bates' kick is up and good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A Fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense. Roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further as we're at the end of one. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. They've got a man in motion.
Black 20.
From the gun, Goff. Throw left side, and St. Brown has it. So a solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now. They pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the down. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Montgomery runs it in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get the game's first points here in the second. David Montgomery with the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line. Yep,
and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up. Found the end zone as a result.
That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fox now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. Showing a little burst so far. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. And start on the ground here. Tracy. He will be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Darts out of the shotgun. And this one does not go far.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. Now, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
Well, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
He feels this at the 18. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And that touchdown on their opening drive, more of what we've come to expect from him this season. You can see he's one of the league's best at finding the end zone thus far. Goff on 1st and 10. He's keeping it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. That is good for Detroit first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. that inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So it's second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, call. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Completed to his running back. And he's going to wind up out of bounds on third down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now. On comes Jack Fox to handle the fourth down punt for the Lions. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. That would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They'll have a shorter field ahead of them now, Brock. That kick sets them up just shy of the 40. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 45-yard line.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Off to the air now. It's caught by Montgomery. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. Devon Holland there to make the stop. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
180.
They go play action with Gall. He's got it over the middle. Escapes the defender. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Carry here for Montgomery. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Goff. He brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions blow their lead just before halftime. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because the QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Fox now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They're probably going to try to get this into field goal range, trying to trim that lead. seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Going on first down. It starts. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. And brings up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Here starts. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. The Giants using their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. 19. Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete. 2 consecutive incompletions, and that pushed them to fourth down.
This quarterback, that is so well. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Takes this in at the 25. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. On first down, it's gone. This finds Chark complete. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Montgomery
line.
now up the middle. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. Running on second with Montgomery. Now he's past the 25. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And it's C.J. Stroud. He'll connect on a 13-yard touchdown pass. The Texans come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Colts with a 13-7 lead, and that game has gone to the half. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. He gets a seal here and a seal here, and up the alley he goes. The Packers lead it by a point at halftime. There you see the rest of the scores from Week 12 with Denver, the Chargers, Miami, and Washington all getting late season byes. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to go. Hawkins are holding up. They're able to drop it. And pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. The Lions readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
A handoff to Tracy. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been trouble all game. This one's quickly mopped up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Darts. That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and it's good for a New York 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, New York.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slater, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
On play action with Darts. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that takes them to 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he gets him around 6 there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
So much to like about that run, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They go right back to Tracy. This doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Here we go, 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
There he is on 3rd and short. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Dart going to go for it on 4. He's got it to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That was a big 3-yard gain because it, instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Dart. This finds Bellinger. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 17
Good
yards.
offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Tracy on first and goal. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Giants 7. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. It gives Montgomery to start the drive. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Same on the ground with Montgomery. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a first down.
Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Big strike here to Williams. They're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Montgomery gets it from the gun. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Fox now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. On first down, here's Dunt. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Meek Robertson takes it away. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit. Defense getting in on the front, Brock, with that fourth-quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. So when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast, but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
28, Giants 7.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Slayton with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. And any comeback hopes they may have been entertaining, Brock. Well, he might have left the field after that last pick 6.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty incredible things happen in the fourth quarter before, but now a 3-score game coming off of a turnover. Yeah, this one should be likely over.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, but physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Second and 10 now, here's Dunt. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Darks looking at this third and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Brock, you remember when they were near their own end zone? Yeah, things have totally changed now. First and 10 in enemy territory. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. With a gun this time, here's Dunt. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can get a little sigh of relief. The Lions and running back David Montgomery getting back to work. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. They get in on the ground here with Montgomery. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 34-yard line.
We reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run again with Montgomery. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's not the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Bringing up 3rd and 12.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has it left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say brought it in out of bounds. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
He's got this at the 27. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Darts out of the shotgun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete left side to Robinson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 2nd and 3 now. Dart setting in the throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
It wasn't the first time, Kate, you've called this guy's name, but definitely one of the hardest sacks he's going to have. A lot of range required to get that one done, but an impressive negative tackle for loss.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hennessy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push deep downfield. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it. Snakes at the turnover on down.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Go tonight.
Running out of the gun with Montgomery. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery again. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
2/3 of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Plenty to get you caught up on. Let's start in Detroit. The Lions at home to take on the New York Giants. And we know the Detroit offense can score. How about the defense getting it done? They forced the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. The Lions run their mark to 8-3 as they come away with the victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Jalen Hurts on target to his big play receiver, Devontae Smith. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Eagles had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this is Rachaad White. He's going to scamper 31 yards to the house. Touchdown. The Bucs up their mark to 7-4 with this win. So that'll do it for us. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.